Catch any bad guys out there, Sheriff?
If you want to call a couple of kids running around after curfew bad guys, and yeah, I reckon I have. Oh, I was looking into your tenant upstairs, Mr. Tills, and that vanishing act he pulled last week.
Yeah. Any leads?
Just one. Seems he's got a brother up in Ohio. Still waiting on a return call, but it's my bet he just got antsy for a little vacation.
Sounds about right. He's a quirky little fella.
No doubt about that.
Oh, hey, Shelley said hello.
Who?
Shelley. You know, the one who needed your help. Lost her husband, Manny. Died about 6 weeks ago. Shelley.
Oh, right. Sorry. Just lost my mind there for a minute.
I swept the walkway for you, Joe. I did it good.
Thank you, Mike. Fine job on the sidewalks. Now, you get yourself home before it gets too late.
Okay, I had to help Mr. Brand.
That there's one happy fellow.
Go home. It's too late. I'm not supposed to be here. It's after 5. I'm supposed to be home at 5 o'clock from work. And 6 o'clock is dinner. It's after 5. 5 on Mondays. I need to be home from work, and then 6 o'clock is dinner. It's Monday. At 5 o'clock I was supposed to be home. And 6 o'clock is dinner time. And we have mashed taters and Mr. Ryder needs me to bring the milk Tuesdays at 10:30. The kids need the milk Tuesdays at 10:30. I need to get the No! I need to get the milk. Mr. Ryder needs me to bring the milk.
Don't forget the milk. Hey, Joe.
Everything okay, Sheriff?
Yeah, everything's fine. Just fine.
I tell you, it's a little crazy in there. I can't get a minute without someone asking me about Mike and, him not making it home.
Well, that's nothing to be too concerned about. Matter of fact, I got quite a few folks lined up for witness statements this evening.
Witnesses? What are you trying to say, Sheriff? Is this murder?
Now, Joe, let's not jump to conclusions. I didn't say that. Mr. Tills is probably off visiting his family, and Mike, he just got confused on his way home. Nothing to be too worried about. We'll find him, I'm sure.
Yeah. Are you coming in?
No, I better get on down to the station. We'll see you, Joe.
I was out in the field and I was picking some marigolds. Well, now, I wasn't really supposed to be there picking marigolds, and I hope you don't get me in trouble for that, because that's not what I meant to do. I was just taking them to the flower show. But whilst I was picking the marigolds, what happened? I looked over, and do you know that I saw Mr. Durgis? He lives right beside, well, not right beside me, one over and one down, right beside me, and I saw him on my porch looking through my cat box.
And then Gladys. You don't know Gladys. She lives in, it's got blue shutters, and it's got kind of like rusted sides on it, like the white part's all rusted. So Gladys, she wasn't supposed to be going over. She went to Timmy's. Then I thought somebody's in there looking at me because I was getting out of the bathtub one day, and I could tell someone's outside looking at me, so I put blankets up. They're all over, like you can't see in there. And they also help with the heating bill.
I'm missing cows. Somebody was out the other day picking marigolds. I have no idea why. I think there's some strange woman coming around my place on a regular basis. And I think it's part of a conspiracy.
And I looked and I saw him, and he was... Where was he?
And am I being recorded on this thing? What's going on with this?
No, he wasn't on the porch. He was coming out of his garage. That's what it was.
But they still said that they had to bury a carcass. And I ain't stupid. I know what a carcass is. It's a dead body.
You know, typewriters make me nervous. I don't do well around communication devices anymore either. That's why I got rid of my phone.
It must have been... Well, it had to have been a Saturday.
He scares my cows. He scares my chickens.
We got this little slant that goes down the hill, so that way when it rains, we don't all get flooded like we did last year.
And the mail had already run, and I wondered, why are you in my mailbox? Now, this is where it gets a little bit scary.
Bubby, leave your sissy alone.
There might be a little bit of a communist plot here.
Something like that. She invited me to come to church, and that would help open up the community.
Damn it. The milk. Sheriff Chapman.
Sir, sorry to bother you so late, but,
Speak up, boy. Out with it.
we found a body over the edge of Lover's Leap in a duffel bag.
Are you saying we found Mike?
No, only parts of them, sir.
It had to be that Mr. Henry. He lives up at the top of the hill by himself.
It was
He's
Mr. Stover.
It was not Mr. Silver. Mr. Silver is a good guy. He's been involved in the community.
All right! Take a look at yourselves. You all ought to be ashamed. Can't you see what this maniac is doing to us? This is what he wants us to do, to tear ourselves apart. And you're going to let that happen? I say we stick together. Any other way and we're done for. Let us do our work. We'll catch this guy. Maybe finally get some peace and quiet
this
around
program
here.
with breaking news. The president has been shot. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the president has been shot. Complete confusion in the streets. We're trying to figure out what's going on.
Sheriff, come in. Come in, Sheriff.
Sheriff here.
Sir, you need to come to the station immediately. We got him. Hear me? We got him.
Mr. Simon Chapel. You were stopped in town by one of our deputies, and upon searching your car, they came across certain items. Pistol, a meat grinder, a saw, and some medical tools. You have an explanation for these items, Mr. Chapel?
I'm a doctor, a specialist, if you will.
Specialist, huh?
Really wasn't supposed to happen this way. You'll have to call headquarters, the number I gave your deputy. They'll explain. I apologize for any inconvenience. This is a serious situation.
This is a serious situation. You come into my town, you murder my people.
Your town, your people.
I'm not here to play games with you.
Oh, there's no game, Sheriff. You may not know it, but I'm saving your town, your people.
I'm not going to sit here and listen to your twisted, sick mind. Now you tell me, did you kill Mike?
Yes, I did. Chopped him up as I was told to, so he wouldn't come back.
Well, we're done here. I'll guarantee you one thing. I'm going to make sure you rot in a cell for the rest of your miserable life.
You've got the wrong man, Sheriff. They're out there, minus the ones I disposed of.
It's just a bunch of conspiracy garbage.
Conspiracy? Shame about the president. You do remember what happened to him, don't you?
And what is that supposed to mean?
It means we've been compromised. Every citizen across this great land, you, me, this godforsaken town, I was sent to fix the problem.
You're out of your mind.
Just who's out of their mind here? I worked at a hospital in Texas. They approached me because of my expertise in the field of surgery. They explained to me the dire nature of the position they were giving me. Lives are at stake. They gave me the necessary instructions and the appropriate tools. Mike Rogers, raised among you as one of your own, trained and specialized to deceive for a specific purpose. He was the head of the operation.
I need to help Mr. Reiner with the milk. I need to help Mr. Reiner with the milk.
And as the saying goes, to kill a snake, you cut off its head.
You're never gonna kill us all.
I knew he was right. I didn't have much time. And then there's Joe, in charge of getting the orders to the others. Usually works real late at night, a term he calls rolling the books. He's next, but he's hard to get close to. I staked out that diner for several months. I observed and realized there's more of them than even my employees thought.
The old man. You killed him too?
Nope, can't say I did. Look, when you call headquarters, they'll verify my statements. I have a lot of work to do, Sheriff.
Matter of fact, we did call your headquarters. There's no such place.
You're lying. That can't be.
You really had me going, Mr. Chapel. Headquarters don't exist. Hell, even the phone number doesn't exist.
Sheriff, one last thing, if I may.
So he says, you will forget as if nothing ever happened here.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. Some sort of mind-erasing drug his headquarters gave him or something?
Locked up in the asylum. At least he can do no more harm, right?
Yeah. I'm just worried about this town. I don't know if it's ever going to be the same again. By the way, I drove by last night pretty late and your lights were still on. Couldn't sleep?
You know, just rolling the books.
Yeah, guess so.